everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger, here with my new Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, February 20th through Sunday, February 26th, 2023. For this week's Empowered Moments video, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. So before we get into looking at what your stones of choice are for the week, let's go ahead and close our eyes and settle ourselves in and do an empowered moment. So a couple of the things that are happening this week is we actually start out the week with a new moon. We kind of ended last week's video with the new moon, but it definitely carries over into this Monday. And then of course, we probably mentioned also last week that Venus is moving into Aries. So this is what we're going to focus on for our Empowered Moments mini meditation. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body and clear your mind of all thoughts. Focusing on the present moment, the here and now. Letting all else just kind of fade away into the background right now. Visualize, sense, see, feel, or just know that you're surrounded in the unconditional love and compassion of this beautiful golden white light. The golden white light of universe, God, source, all that is. Let's imagine and visualize that we're breathing in that golden white light as we inhale into every cell of our bodies. As we exhale, letting go of all that our body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And focusing on the idea, the thought, the intention for this new moon at 1 degrees Pisces that we start out the week with. New moons are about new beginnings, the initiation of a new cycle of energy. Pisces rules the spiritual realm, things that are unseen or intangible. Pisces rules healing, compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love. It's creative, artistic, and free-flowing. So focusing on the intention that this new beginning is about a new connection to your spiritual self, your higher self, to the spiritual realms, your angels and guides and ascended masters and ancestors of the highest vibration of light. This new and strengthened creativity, imagination, ability to visualize and have faith and trust that what you're feeling or seeing or desiring for yourself will come into fruition. And on this day, Monday, February 20th, of this new moon in Pisces, we also at the same time have Venus, the planet of love and partnerships, personal resources like money and finances, values, and sense of self-worth and how we value ourselves. And she's moving out of Pisces and into the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, where she's more independent and strong and courageous and take charge. So we have this dual energy with this new moon of new beginnings. One of merging, again, that unconditional love, compassion, and healing receptivity, acceptance, forgiveness, and merging that with the strength of the divine feminine, Venus and Aries, with her confidence and courage and independence, positive, fiery, passionate sense of self. So merge those two different energies in your mind, merge those two different energies within your heart, and allow those two different energies to merge within your soul for this new moon in Pisces. Let's take a deep breath and breathe in that intention into every cell of our bodies. And as you exhale, and in your own time, you can return to this time and this place and get ready to look at your stones of choice for the week. Okay, so our first stone of choice, and these are all special intention pendants, of course. I shouldn't say of course, because sometimes I don't use the pendants, right? This is aragonite. This is actually red aragonite, right? So beautiful red aragonite. This one's wrapped in gold wire, actually, and Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 1, number of confidence, motivation, and willpower, and the number 4, number of being grounded, good in business, and manifestation. The qualities of Capricorn, sign of having good energetic boundaries and the ability to steadily move towards one's goals. The element Earth for practicality, logic, and focus. And Archangel Michael's energy, the Archangel of protection and who provides assistance in removing blocks to our life purpose. Okay. And pendant number 2 is this gentle pink opal. And this pink opal is wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 2, number of balance, harmony, and relationships. The qualities of the sign Libra, sign of compromise, mutual support, and equality in partnerships. The air element, to foster and support positive communications and the ability to resolve conflicts. Archangel Raphael's energy to help heal and balance the heart chakra, and Archangel Shamuel's energy to assist with soulmate relationships. And pendant number 3 is beautiful, if I can hold on to it, citrine. Okay, this is a very clear piece of citrine, and this is Reiki charged with, actually, well, it's wrapped in silver wire, and Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 3, number of creative self-expression in all forms of communication, including writing, speaking, and teaching. The qualities of Jupiter, planet of expansion, growth, and opportunity. The qualities of the fire element for confidence, courage, and leadership. The energies of Archangel Gabriel, the angel who supports and inspires those with a life purpose involved with communication or the arts, and Archangel Michael, who leads us to the next step of our highest and most important destiny path. All right, so again, those stones of choice are red aragonite, pink opal, or this is a slippery one. Every time I pick the citrine up, it wants to just slip out of my hands. This beautiful piece of citrine. Okay. So let's put those aside. Let's talk about the energy for the week, astrologically speaking. And we did talk about this in our meditation, but on Monday the 20th, we have a new moon at 1 degrees of Pisces. Now, that new moon is not really connecting to any other planets on that day at that degree. whether it be the 1 degree of what would it be like Sagittarius or Virgo, it would, form difficult aspects to. But no, it's just kind of standing alone there by itself, kind of in all of its glory of that new moon activation energy. So we're solely focused on that pure Piscean energy of unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness, connection to the spiritual realm, connection to our psychic senses, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, even claircognizance. It's focused on artistic and creative endeavors or abilities. It's focused on helping others. Pisces likes to be of service to, so being helpful of others, especially those that are in the kind of underdog kind of position. Pisces is that free-flowing, mutable, emotional, spiritual kind of energy. Now, on the same day as that new moon, that activation of new energy in this sign of Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, which, by the way, means that we're in a time period for about the next month almost, where we're clearing out a cycle of energy because it's the last sign of the zodiac. In the traditional and formal astrological wheel that rules the 12th house, because it's the 12th sign, the last sign of the zodiac. And that 12th house rules karma and past lives and self-undoing, where we are our own worst enemy sometimes. So actually, I guess I want to say too that Pisces asks us to trust and have faith, to allow our creative imagination to kind of free flow. But we also have to be aware of boundary issues sometimes with Pisces, boundary issues or escapism, addictive tendencies, that kind of thing, anxiety and nervous energy. Some of those things are kind of the shadow side of that Pisces energy. On the same day that we have that new moon in Pisces, we have Venus, again, ruler of love, relationships, values, money, finances, self-worth, moving into strong, confident, fiery Aries, first sign of the zodiac, sign of independence, take charge, initiation. It's definitely an interesting energy with Pisces, that last sign of the zodiac, and Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, where Venus is moving into at the same time. And by the way, Venus will be in Aries until March 16th. Also on Monday the 20th, one last thing to talk about is that Mercury, the planet that rules the mental realm, ideas, thoughts, perceptions, as well as all types of communications, in humanitarian Aquarius, intellectual Aquarius, claircognizant Aquarius, in a sextile aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer and shaman. So there's an opportunity here to heal something on a mental level, thoughts, faulty perceptions maybe, where we're lacking in being able to figure something out because it's Mercury, right? Mercury wants to analyze and be logical and figure out how to make something work. So the sextile here means that there's an opportunity to heal something within our mind, heal the way we're thinking about or perceiving about something, or even how we're communicating, either with others or with ourselves. On Tuesday, Mercury in Aquarius is in a challenging square aspect to Uranus, the Great Awakener, planet of sudden, unexpected redirection and movement, planet that rules freedom, liberation, shocking, unexpected events and happenings. So since this is with Mercury, we might expect some unusual communications from other people, or something that surprises us, something we weren't expecting. This can, even though it's a challenging aspect, still bring this epiphany, aha moment, lightning bolt flashes of insight and higher information can come in. So definitely pay attention to messages from within yourself, from your higher self, from your angels and guides, from either other people or through a circumstance or situation. But this is where I think Mercury and Uranus and that square combination can bring again, kind of people blurting things out without thinking. This is, Uranus is very kind of quick, sudden, lightning bolt-like. And so people might speak before they think and feel like they know what is right or what is best. They know what they know, and they're going to let you know that they know it. So this one, we just have to maybe be a little bit more aware in our communications and how we're acting and reacting when we converse with other people. On Wednesday the 22nd, the next day, Mercury moves on, still in Aquarius, and now it's in a positive connection to Mars, the planet of energy, action, forward movement. It's a positive trine aspect to Mars, and Mars is in Gemini. So Mercury, again, ruling that communication and mental realm in air sign Aquarius, likes to communicate, likes to share, likes to collaborate. Mars in Gemini. Gemini is also an air sign that likes to socialize and communicate and network and learn and teach and share information. So this is a really good aspect to really get out there. I mean, if you're going to do any kind of a talk or lecture, or if you need to set up a meeting with somebody and you're not sure when to do it, I think Wednesday is going to be a great day to kind of do that. This is, again, a great time to come together with people of like mind, collaborate, throw around ideas, just kind of let the mind to have free reign and create. Or if you're writing, if you're needing to write something, great time to do it as well. That's really all the major aspects that are happening this week. The rest of the week, it's only the moon moving through different signs of the zodiac and connecting to different planets, which you will get on my daily Facebook or Instagram posts if you follow me. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides from the Light Seers Tarot. So the first card came out as 2 cards. So let's look at the first of those 2 cards. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. Well, if that's not the new moon in Pisces, I don't know what is. The Queen, and actually the new moon in Pisces with Venus moving into that strong, fiery sign of Aries, right? Because the Queen is a leader. The King's a leader too, but the King is a masculine leader. The Queen is a feminine leader, right? So here she is. She's, in charge of her own kind of destiny. She's in charge of her emotions, because it's cups. She's in charge of her feelings. She's got a handle on everything. She looks quite strong, but she also looks like she's trying to tap into that spiritual realm, which again is the new moon in Pisces. It's like she's meditating, she's praying, she's setting intentions. New moon, set your intentions, right? Write out your intentions, speak your intentions during some sort of new moon ceremony on that day to begin the week. So here she is kind of connecting with, praying to, calling in higher dimensional energies that are here and around her. We even have, it almost looks like an image of a crown, which is interesting, right? She's the queen, and she's in charge again of her own, let's say, spiritual path, right? New moon in Pisces, spiritual connection. Queen of Cups, connecting to the emotions, the feelings, the subconscious. So she's queen of her own kind of emotional body nature here. And she's connecting in and allowing for spiritual direction or spiritual messages to come flowing through. She's got some sort of like a cauldron or bowl here that she's doing ceremony with. And it even looks like there's like waves of water. So she could actually be like sitting in water, but the water isn't turbulent. She's not anxious about it. She's just very calm, cool, and connected as she sits in her heart and sits in her emotions and connects to the spiritual realm and does her spiritual ceremony of sending out her intentions. So let's look at the card that came out with the Queen of Cups. This could also, by the way, indicate connecting with other women that are spiritually connected, strong in their own right, creative, etc. So the card that came out with the Queen of Cups, excuse me. Okay, this is an interesting card because it's an Earth card, a Pentacles card, and we don't have anything really going on in the Earth signs except for Uranus, the Great Awakener, being an earth sign Taurus, but it's been there for quite a while. It's going to be there for quite a while yet. But this is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four is a grounded energy. And because she came out with the Queen, I feel like, again, this just reiterates that this Queen here is very calm, cool, and collected and grounded and focused and taking things step by step. She's not in a rush. She's not trying to hurry up. You know, this is about looking at details, taking things step by step. And this is about the material realm because it is the Four of Pentacles. So we're talking about job, career, money, finances, home, family, anything that's of a tangible third dimensional nature. She's holding on to what looks like a little clutch purse here, almost like she's protecting something. She's protecting her earnings, she's protecting her money, but that can relate to other things too. She's maybe protecting herself, protecting her energy. Maybe she's protecting her family. You know, whatever that might be that you feel like you're needing to hold close to you and kind of protect. This is going to be an indication to do so, because remember that new moon in Pisces sometimes can lack good boundaries, right? Pisces doesn't have the greatest of boundaries. So I feel like here, as we connect to the spiritual realm with the Queen of Cups, we also want to do some form of protection. Surround yourself in golden white light. Take a walk out in nature to ground yourself with the earth energies. Hold some rocks or crystals or stones because those are of the earth as well. Work in a garden, work with your plants, do something kind of earthy, wear earthy colors, eat earthy grounding foods. All of these things are going to help to ground some of this emotional and spiritual energy that's going on. So this came in after her. So when I had it laid down with this card first and this card next, the Four of Pentacles, again, we have females in both of these cards, right? And Venus is going into Aries. Venus rules the feminine archetype, the divine feminine. Aries is, again, the leader, strong, independent, take charge. Both of these women appear to be very in charge of themselves or in charge of their emotions. You know, they're not actively charging forward, but they're in charge of their demeanor and their energy, which again, with Venus Venus moving into Aries happening on that new moon in Pisces, that's very appropriate. It's like to be in charge of your own inner beingness here, which is what these women are doing. Very calm, very grounded. She's facing away from, and I feel like, I don't know, that has some sort of significance. I'm not quite sure. And maybe when we go through the next couple of cards, maybe it'll be a little bit more apparent. But the Four of Pentacles woman is facing away from the Queen of Cups. So I feel like maybe we're needing to move from this Piscean emotional, spiritual water energy and from our ceremony and move forward towards, again, being more grounded, more focused, more organized. So I feel like you do meditation, you do a ceremony, and then what can I organize? What can I work on? But allow it to be a free-flowing thing, because Pisces isn't going to be too organized. So I feel like that, along with the protection piece, seems to be the two prominent things that we have going on here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. Okay, so we have another woman, actually. So again, that Venus in Aries is strong, and this is major arcana, and this deck it is 8, because in some decks it's the 11, right? That strength card and the justice card sometimes are interchanged, but this one is major arcana 8 in this deck, and it's strength. So we have the woman and half lion or lioness. And this particular strength card is with the lamb, right? So we've got the take charge Leo, the lion sort of energy, where we think of leadership when we think of Leo. We think of creativity when we think of Leo. But here with the lamb, the gentle, loving, innocent little lamb. So I feel like we're needing to merge our innocent side with our lioness take charge leadership sign here, right? And you can see where she's kind of merged as the human woman, and in a passionate kind of pose too, almost like a sensual pose here. So really allow yourself to get into this divine feminine, strong leadership, but yet gentle, loving sort of energy between the lion and the lamb. Okay, and as we look at that in progression here, the Four of Pentacles is actually facing the Strength card. So it's like a progression of where we're going with the spiritual energy, emotional energy, to try, to being more grounded and focused in some way, protecting ourselves, and then moving towards this strength and confidence, but yet gentleness. All right, and then the last card here is the Ten of Swords. Interesting. So Mercury is an Aquarius, so I'm not surprised to see a Swords card because that rules the mental realm. And the Ten of Swords, it's the last of the minor arcana before we get to the Page, Knight, Queen, and King, or the court cards. So we're nearing the end of a way of thinking or perceiving, believing perhaps, or communicating here. The Ten of Swords doesn't have to be negative. And in fact, this card doesn't look very negative at all. We see, yet again, another young woman. Makes me want to go through the rest of the deck and see how many are women and how many are men, right? But we have another young woman, and she's standing in a field. She's got her back to us, but she's looking like out over the field. And look at, there's this beautiful kind of like sunny sort of energy, both in the sky here and in the landscape here. And in fact, we've got some clouds up here, but the clouds are parting and showing clear skies that are coming. We've got 10 birds here, and birds are messengers, 10 of Swords. So I want to say we need to look for the messages of guidance that Spirit is giving us this week. And we need to look towards brighter and new horizons. We need to know and be aware and believe firmly that we're at the end of maybe something difficult, as far as a difficult mindset, a difficult belief system, a difficult way of looking at something or perceiving something or thinking about something. We're going to be releasing and letting go of some difficulty on a mental level as we look towards, again, these messages. So look to animal totems, look to conversations that you might have, maybe throw a few tarot cards for yourself or divination cards for yourself, maybe get a reading. But this is messages that are coming in to guide you towards, again, clearer days, new horizons, and the way forward here. As she's standing out in that field, it's almost like she's contemplating, okay, where do I go next? What direction do I take? What do I focus on? And I feel like this 10 energy is like a completion energy of something maybe challenging to assist us in moving towards something better. And Mercury, the last aspect we talked about this week was Mercury in a positive trine to Mars. Mars likes to move forward. So let's move forward with our ideas and our thoughts and what it is that we want to focus on and do next in our lives. All right, let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. That first stone of choice was the red, what was it? The red aragonite. Yes, the red aragonite. Special message for the week for red aragonite people. Okay, this one's calling my attention as I open my eyes. Red aragonite. It says, Bluebell Fairy and Gratitude. Bluebell, I like that. Bluebell Fairy, Gratitude. And we'll look at this fairy. She's all dressed in blue. This is a color of the throat chakra, the ear chakras, and it's such a dark, brilliant blue. It can even go with the third eye chakra. So speaking your truth, but speaking your truth with light-heartedness, right? Fairies are, well, in some cases, fairies are very light-hearted and playful energies. So how can we speak our truth, but make it fun and light, right? And let's open our ear chakras to hear messages from the divine. And let's open our third eye chakra to receive clairvoyantly the images and the information that we need. We've got lots of sparkles of kind of blessings of light. We've got a field of lavender. Lavender is very calming, so we could say that this bluebell fairy has a calming sort of presence. We've got some sort of like a stag or a buck back there in the field of lavender. So, deers are gentle creatures, but the buck has more of that masculine take charge sort of energy. Again, it makes me think of Venus in Aries, because the lavender is like that Venus, that Venetian energy, the feminine archetype, that gentle, calming sort of energy. But yet the stag, the buck, is strong and leader. He's got quite the rack of horns on there. I don't know if you can see. And the rack of horns are like antenna to the universe. It's, receiving higher information, higher guidance, higher wisdom, higher knowledge from the universe with all these lovely little sparkles. The word on the card actually says gratitude. So Bluebell Fairy is wanting you to have gratitude for where you're at, for the gifts that you have, the experiences that you've had, the support that you maybe have. So just look around you and what or who or what can you be grateful and thankful for? Because that's going to help to, again, create more things to be grateful and thankful for. And that gratitude, that word gratitude, can be a wonderful term for that Piscean new moon energy, right? Pisces, unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, faith, trust, gratitude, okay? All right, let's put that back in the deck. Let's take a look at the special message for the Pink Opal people. Pink Opal, special message for Pink Opal people. This one called my attention when I opened my eyes. I like this card, Standing Stones, and it says Passage. Makes me think of Outlander. Have any of you guys watched Outlander? Love Outlander, okay? So the Standing Stones, it's like a passage to another time, another place. It's time travel, right? So this is an indication perhaps that maybe through your dreams, maybe through your meditations, maybe through your waking time, that you're traveling to other times and places and dimensions, right? There's like a safe passage here when you use your imagination in the process of visualization to see and create in your mind where it is you want to go in what we might call your future way forward. So we've got a lovely lady. She's dressed in this passionate red color, this fiery red color, perfect for Venus moving into Aries. And as she holds that confidence and passion within her, I mean, look at that beautiful sky in the background beyond the standing stones. It's like the universe is beckoning her, calling her through to another portal of time and space. I mean, just putting her hand on one of the standing stones and looking out to this beautiful, colorful, universal portal of energy, she can kind of create in her mind, where do I want to go? What time do I want to visit? And so, in other words, that Piscean energy with that new moon ruling the spiritual realm and other dimensions of time and space, it can rule our dream time too, our nighttime dreams, and our daytime dreams, our daydreams. So where is it that you want to go? Where do you want safe passage to? I would say, practice in meditation, moving your energy, and this could even be astral traveling, like teleporting yourself or astral traveling and having this kind of spiritual experience and moving your energies throughout different lifetimes, visiting different lifetimes, past lifetimes, future lifetimes. It reminds me of visiting your own Akashic records, or and through the Akashic records you then can visit some of your other lifetimes. So with that, again, that Piscean energy, that Piscean cycle that we're in for the next month that I mentioned, it's like we're clearing a lot of old stuff from other lifetimes. So you might want to check in. Maybe you know some of your lifetimes. Maybe you want to connect with somebody who can help you to connect with some of your lifetimes, and allow yourself to visit and experience and clear or heal, if need be, some of these other times and places. That's a beautiful card. All right, and then for the citrine people, special message for the citrine people for this week. Special message. This one's standing up as I open my eyes. Ooh, butterfly spirit. Butterfly spirit and transformation. Beautiful. Again, we've got yet kind of like a female fairy here with butterfly wings standing in like an oyster shell, right? Oyster from the ocean. The ocean realm is water. The water is the emotional realm. So we're going through an emotional transformation here. And this is a very positive emotional transformation, right? It's like we're coming out of that cocoon. We're coming out of the shell here, right? Before we have butterfly wings, before it's a butterfly, it's a caterpillar, right? It's not necessarily in a shell, but it's like metaphoric of being kind of closed within a shell as you're processing things and healing things. And, sometimes we're in that time period in our soul journey. But this is saying that you're starting to, or very soon going to start to, immerse yourself from that caterpillar stage into the butterfly. And what is the butterfly? The butterfly is like, here I am. It's colorful. It's magical. It's showing itself to the world. It's going to be flying around and seeing the world and experiencing new things. That's going to be part of the transformation for you. We even have this beautiful pearl here in the background within this oyster shell, right? So look for the pearl in your life. That to me is indicative of abundance, prosperity, and gifts. The pearl can be about hope, trust, faith, beauty, innocence, right? All of those can be keywords for that pearl. So it's like it's time to come out and time to come out of your shell, so to speak. Come out of the closet, right? Don't be a closet psychic, right? The world needs your gifts. Don't be a closet healer. The world needs your gifts. Don't close away your artistic or creative talents or abilities, whatever they might be. The world needs your gifts. So it's going to be time to come out of your shell, spread your wings, transform yourself into this beautiful new butterfly as you move forward into the next few weeks here, as we near in about a month's time, the spring equinox, which is going to be a true new birth of something new, a new cycle, a true new birth within yourself. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, following me on Facebook, Instagram, and my YouTube videos. Please share the videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build my viewership and my membership here. So I'd appreciate your assistance and help with that. And thank you for your lovely comments. I try to answer all of them. And we've got some things coming up too. So make sure that if you're not on my monthly newsletter, as far as lectures, classes, events, that you go ahead and sign up so that you're privy to what's upcoming, what I'll be teaching or what events I'll be involved in, as well as getting an update of everything else that's going on from a spiritual perspective, and kind of coupon codes for kind of % off certain services at times as well. So sending you all lots of love and light and lots of healing, lots of transformation, lots of beauty. And until we see each other next week, and very soon next month for the month of March as well. Namaste, everyone.